Hey, what's up everybody? Landon with LMR.com. In this video, I'm going to be providing a quick little overview of the FoxLox keyless entry system, as well as a summarized install into LMR's 1990 GT. So I think you're all probably watching this video for two things. You want to know a little bit more about the FoxLox keyless entry system, what you're going to get in the kit, some things you'll need to know about it, and then how to install it into your car. And as far as the keyless entry system is concerned, this is going to get the car kind of into the 21st century. This is going to be for the Fox Body owner out there that may have already completed their car. They're looking to add something else to it in the form of an accessory, or somebody that may be starting from the ground up on a restoration project. But wherever your interests are, if you're looking for a keyless entry system, the FoxLox kit I have here is a really good solution. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about what you're gonna get. Up first will be the relay bank and the wiring harness, okay? You'll see 5 relays situated here, and then on the harness itself will be an aftermarket looking connector that connects to the receiver module, as well as a factory style male and female connector that connects to the male and female connector on the factory harness. Other than that, you'll have 2 inline 30 amp fuses, a ring terminal for your ground, and then the quick splice connector that allows you to use the powered hatch or trunk latch if that was a feature on your car. All right, so up next we'll have the receiver module. You'll notice the short antenna and then the 3 connection points. The first larger connection is the main connection from the main harness, and then the smaller 2-pin white terminal will be for the program button, and then the smaller blue 2-pin terminal will be for the optional status LED. Speaking of those two, the blue LED is completely optional. When the system is locked, this will blink a blue LED indicating that the system is locked. I'm not going to use this, but if this is something you want to use, by all means, go ahead and use it. The program switch, you will want to connect this because this will allow you to put the system in programming mode. So if you have to program a new transmitter, or if you want to utilize the free app, which we'll touch base on in the installation procedure, you'll want this connected to the receiver module. With the kit, you'll get 2 transmitters, 2 key blanks that can be cut by your local hardware store or locksmith to match the key that you already have, 2 roll pins to secure the key blanks to the transmitters, and then 2 domed gel stickers that get installed on the back of the transmitter in the little circular area that covers one of the Phillips head screws. So other than all that good stuff, you'll get some instructions that covers everything we're going to show you here in this video. All right, so some things you're going to need to know prior to installing this kit. Number 1 is going to be the condition of the actuators. If your actuators sound weak, they probably are weak, and I would go ahead and replace them. If you know your actuators are kind of in good working condition, it's recommended by FoxLox that you still inspect those actuators and maybe lubricate the shaft. That way, you have nice, smooth operation. Me personally, I'm just spending the money and putting brand new actuators in the car, and you're gonna see me do that in the 1990 GT. Well, for one, the passenger side one was weak, and then the driver's side actuator didn't even work. And the actuators that we currently sell here at LMR.com at the time of this video are what folks call the good or the better actuators. And these actuators make a very confident thud or thunk whenever you lock or unlock the car. All right, so the second thing, if your car came equipped with the power hatch or trunk latch, you can use the optional quick crimp connector for the corresponding wire. If yours doesn't have it or it doesn't work, well, you won't use it. And we'll talk about the wire color during the installation procedure. The third thing will be the limited working room behind the driver's side of the dash. Due to the size of the relay bank and the harness itself, you're gonna have to do your best to properly situate and tuck this stuff behind the dash. You'll see me just move it up and kind of just tuck it away. I'm one of those people that I'd like my wires to all run a certain direction, look clean, look nice, but in certain situations we have to make compromises, and this is definitely one of those compromises. So just do your best whenever you get everything installed to situate the relay, the harness, and the module as clean and as neat as you can behind your dash area. And then the last thing will be the app. You'll scan the QR code in the instructions. That'll take you to a web page where you can select the Android Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. So now that we have everything covered, this kit is designed to work for 1985 to 1993 Fox Body Mustangs. And then as far as some of the videos that we already have in our library, such as removing the door panel, replacing a door lock actuator, videos like that, we'll have linked down in the description for you to check out. So other than that, we're gonna get rolling and install one of these FoxLox keyless entry systems into the 1990 GT. To get started, go ahead and disconnect the negative battery cable. We're gonna be working on a 1990 GT, so some of the steps that we talk about will be different for the full-ride car and the 1987 to 1989 cars. For extra working room, I'd recommend removing the driver's seat. Dislodge the push pin from the kick panel. Remove the frontward screw from the scuff plate. Pull the kick panel towards the driver's seat to dislodge the push pins and remove the kick panel. Depending on the year of the car, remove any component from this general area that will allow for additional work room. Since we're installing this kit into the 1990 GT, I removed the lower steering column trim, lower dash trim, the metal plate, and the fuse panel. Remember, this stuff is fragile, so be careful that you don't damage or break anything. Now you can reach up and find the harness that's coming through the harness sleeve in the door jamb. Manipulate the connections and wires with your hand until you see the harness sleeve move. Verify the connections and then disconnect them. The tabs will be brittle, so move them just enough to disconnect the connectors. Plug in the male connector on the FoxLox harness to the female connector on the factory harness. Then you can plug the female connector on the FoxLox harness to the male connector on the factory harness. Go ahead and find a good ground to use and then install the ring terminal. I just chose a temporary spot for now to test the system and then ended up moving it to a permanent location on the dash frame. Connect the large white connector on the FoxLox harness to the module. This will only install one way. Connect the program button to the module. This is the 2-pin white terminal. Connect the optional blue LED status light to the module. This is the 2-pin blue terminal. If the powered hatch trunk latch works, locate the purple wire, and depending on age, the stripe may appear yellow or orange. Disconnect the quick crimp connector from the spade terminal on the harness. Install the quick crimp over the wire and gently squeeze it with a pair of pliers to splice the wire. Reconnect the spade terminal. Reconnect the negative battery cable and test for operation. The passenger side actuator is triggered by pressing the lock button twice. Verify that both transmitters and all functions work the way they're supposed to. If you want to use the app, scan the QR code in the instructions with your smartphone. Select the Android Google Play Store or the Apple App Store whenever the web page loads. Download the app and open it. Turn the key to the on position, but don't start the car. Click the program button quickly 5 times. You'll hear 3 audible beeps, indicating that the system is in programming mode. In any order, touch the lock or unlock symbol on the app and you'll hear 1 beep. Press the lock or unlock button on one of the transmitters and you'll hear 2 beeps. Press the lock or unlock button on the second transmitter and you'll hear 3 beeps. Turn the key to the off position and you'll hear 2 beeps, indicating that the system has exited programming mode. Check the transmitters and app for operation. Now that everything works, you can disconnect the negative battery cable and finish the install. I chose to just tuck the relay bank and module up behind the dash the best and cleanest way that I could. Make sure the program button is accessible just in case you need it in the future. Reconfigure the interior pieces, and after that, you're good to go. All right, so now let's install the key blanks into the transmitter. You'll first push the release button and rotate the arm until you kind of feel it lock into position. Carefully position the roll pin and give it enough push to where it stays in place. Align the slot on the key blank in the correct orientation with the roll pin. If you have this the wrong way, you're going to damage the roll pin and you won't be able to install your key blank into the transmitter. Once the key blank is positioned correctly, position the arm on a flat surface and then carefully start to tap the roll pin with the hammer. Once you get it started, use a suitable punch to drive it the rest of the way. After that, you can check for operation. Go ahead and do the same for the other key blank and transmitter. After it's all said and done, you can take the fancy dome gel sticker and install it in the correct location on the back of the transmitter. So the second way to do it would be to disassemble the transmitter itself. If you go that route, just make sure you put it back together the way it's supposed to go. All right, everybody, so wrapping things up here, if you're in the market for a keyless entry system for your Fox Mustang, definitely consider the FoxLox system we have here. Whenever you purchase this kit, again, I would just go ahead and buy new door lock actuators. That way you know everything is going to work the way it's supposed to. And I'll be quite honest with you, sitting back and operating the lock and unlock capability with this app on the smartphone, it was kind of cool seeing that on a Fox Body Mustang, because personally, my wife daily drives a 2019 Ford Edge ST, and you have the Ford Pass app where you can lock and unlock the vehicle via the app. So being able to do that in a Fox Body Mustang, it kind of made me grin ear to ear. So good kit, again, if you're in the market for a keyless entry system for your Fox Body Mustang. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap things up. As always, if you find value in what we do, please consider liking the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and until we see you in the next one, for all things Fox Body, keep it right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.